Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now.
Kat's comment today obviously made me feel like, okay, like, hold on. Charity's someone who's gotten to know him very well.
I know you and Kat are close.
Yeah.
So today she comes.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Once again, we're going to be talking about the new episode of Bachelor in Paradise. This is season 9 and we are up to week 6. Okay, so just in case y'all don't recall, Kat's man Tanner went on a date with Davia. It happened to be on her birthday. Kat became a hot mess, and now it is the next day. Kat is still not happy, but now Tanner is coming out to talk to Kat, who is still a hot mess. To be honest, the entire beach was invested on this. All eyes were on them. So in this chat, Kat shares her disappointment on him saying yes to the date and that she wasn't prioritized. On top of that, it was her birthday. He says, look, I was looking forward to see you when I came down like a lot. You were one of my first picks, but at this point, I'm conflicted. I like you, but we have very different personalities. I was like, ooh, she was dying inside hearing that. He says he loves her as a person, they have fun, but he needs to think about what he wants in a wife. Boom, boom, boom. That's the thing, ladies. You need to be the type of woman that a man wants to marry, not date. But Kat doesn't want to look dumb, so she says, well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't want to marry someone like you either because I wouldn't be able to trust you. She was just trying to one-up him at that point, but he pretty much says that he sees no future for them. In essence, he breaks up with her, but in her confessional, this girl want to talk about she's better than him, how dare he do this, and she wants people to think that it was a mutual agreement, but no, Kat, you were dumped, and it's because of your ugly attitude, okay? Tanner definitely dodged a bullet. So they go speak to the others, and of course Kat is telling all the other girls that I walked away from him, I'm better. And I was just like, wow, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It says a lot about her. She's very passive aggressive and probably going to have problems in all her relationships if she continues to act like that. I also gotta say respect to Tanner because he was extremely respectful to her. And then all the girls who were with Kat all of a sudden got together and screamed F boys. That is so disrespectful, and the double standards are ridiculous, but I guess they don't really mean it because after that they all go with their men. So the couples that we have right now are Brayden and Rachel, Eliza, Aaron, Mercedes, Tyler, Olivia, Henry, Avan, and Kaylee. Can I just say it's time for Avan and Kaylee to go? They are so boring. But as far as Blake, he's feeling very uneasy about Jess. He doesn't know what's going to happen with them anymore. And then someone comes down. It's a woman, Genevieve from Zach's season, not the annoying one from Clayton's season, thank goodness, but the girls were excited to see her. She seems like a great girl who can get along with anyone, but Genevieve came down with a date card and the men have the roses this week. She first talks to Tyler, he catches her up, nothing too serious, but then she talks to Blake. There we see some sort of chemistry and this is making Jess feel some type of way. Now, after that chat, it was no surprise that she asks Blake out on this date. And he says yes, but he takes Jess to the side to talk to her. And oh my goodness, that was a very awkward conversation. He tries to justify him going on this date by saying that he felt a disconnect last night. He doesn't know what to expect from his date. But in essence, he was basically warning her that this date that he's about to go on may turn into a connection with this new girl because last night he really felt unwanted by Jess. She is upset about this, but the thing about Jess, like I said last week, it's very hard to read her. It's kind of confusing, but he goes on this date. Meanwhile, the rest of the individuals are eating and just chilling. They're kind of boring. Like, they need to do some exciting activities, like do a pool party, do something. Kat still playing the victim, but she doesn't really know what to do. Then Kylie's dumbass says, you should go for John Henry. Now, Kat hadn't thought about it, but now she's kind of tempted. So her new mission is now going after John Henry. She is so gross, and she says that she wants to feel some tongue because Tanner was such a bad kisser. Like, it's... But anyway, yeah, like I said, it's like a dog with a bone, so she's now going for John Henry. But the thing is, everybody knows that Henry and Olivia are starting to become serious. But she goes up to him, acting like a dumb girl, asking questions about his job. But if that wasn't bad enough, Kat goes to the bathroom, and Eliza was in the bathroom. I don't know what her problem is, why she's trying to ruin other people's relationships, but she says, oh, Eliza, I wanted to tell you that Charity warned me that the worst guy on this beach is Aaron. there was apparently some horrible scandal about his ex. He's horrible. Eliza's poor thing, she looked like she had a big head and a little brain. So of course she is swaying a different way now and she is confused. A little later, Kat is still objectifying John Henry. It's crazy. And Brayden and Rachel, they feel good. They had such a good date yesterday and they want to continue to grow. Then, y'all, a new girl walks down. She was from Zach's season. Her name is Becca, but we never actually got to see her because she left on night 1. She didn't get any camera time. She's very attractive. The girls are definitely nervous. She has a date card. She first chats with John Henry. Nothing too interesting. Then she talks to Braden, and you can see it in his eyes how attracted he was to her. He even held her hand, and he can't stop smiling and joking, blushing. So of course, she chooses Braden. He gladly says yes. He goes to talk to Rachel, and she's definitely trying to play it cool, and I felt bad for her because she was like, yeah, like, you don't have to worry about me. That was so sad because she wants him at the end of the day, even though she wants him to have a good time. It was really sad because, I mean, imagine being over the moon and then the next day it comes tumbling down. We continued with these boring people at the beach just hanging out, but Jess is going through it because a lot of the people are, having conversations with the opposite sex, but she's by herself. Speaking of Blake, him and Genevieve are going on their date. They're going on a little boat, and just the smallest things, you can already see the difference between Genevieve and Jess. I mean, the physical touch, the playfulness, they had a great time joking and talking, and they kissed. But let's go back to Jess for a little bit, because Jess, like I said, was having a hard time. She sort of leans on Tyler as a crying shoulder, and she's like, I'm nervous. I don't know what's going to happen when he comes back. I don't think that he's going to want me because she's so pretty. And Tyler says, stop it. Have you seen yourself in a mirror? You're beautiful. Oh, I was like, okay. And then he said, if I had a date card right now, I would definitely choose you. She starts blushing and they want to kiss so bad. And they're like, no, like it's going to be awkward. But then he says, F it. And oh my goodness, that kiss looked like one of those kisses that you've been holding it in for a long time. And when you finally do it and it unleashes all the passion you have inside, it was crazy. So then Braden, we start to see him going to his date. Rachel was trying really hard not to let it bother her, but it's bothering her. Him and Becca go to a place where they have some sort of sensual activity where they eat and touch and exchange food, very physical, touchy. And I'm sure his face must have hurt by the end of the night because he could not stop smiling. And they kiss, of course. Unfortunately, back in the beach, Rachel was walking by herself. It was late at night at this point, and some of the guys mentioned that they're surprised because the connection Rachel and Braden had last night was unbelievable. Then we go back to single white female Kat. Tanner actually asked Henry if he's into Kat, and he says, I don't know, she came up to me so randomly, because usually she's kind of rude, but Kat is going out of her way to get John Henry's attention, and Olivia notices that and sees exactly what she's doing. She's rose hunting. She needs a rose to stay. She she is actually throwing herself onto him. It's actually embarrassing to watch. So Olivia has to steal him from her because they've been talking for a while. I don't think that John Henry is seriously entertaining this idea with Kat. I just think that he's like a nice country bunking guy who's nice to everyone. So I think that's why he's sort of entertaining her. But after that, he is chatting with Olivia and he says, listen, you're my number one. I just want to talk to other people, but does it make you feel weird seeing me talk to Kat? And Olivia says, it's not that it makes me feel weird, but I know exactly what she's doing. She's using you. And I'm glad that she tells him this, that she warns him so that he can see. But them two just continue to talk about how much they like each other and they start making out. By the way, they were right behind Kat, which I kind of love that. But Kat has the nerve to get mad at Olivia. Wow. Someone needs to drag her into the ocean at this point. I'm sorry. She needs to go get her mental health checked because this is not normal behavior. We go back to Eliza, who's still uneasy about the things that Kat told her earlier. She actually did bring up Charity to Aaron earlier, but he had nothing but positive things to say about Charity. But she didn't bring up the other things about the allegations about this ex-girlfriend, but some people tell her that she probably should, and she does. She sits him down and tells him everything that was said, what Kat told him, that, Charity told her to stay away from Aaron, something about girlfriends, so she wants to know what happened. He's taken aback. He says that he had a toxic ex who was claiming that he broke up with her to go on The Bachelorette. Aaron is giving Eliza a very detailed timeline, but in this timeline, he sort of puts in another girl beside the girlfriend. So introducing a whole other girl to the situation is just weird. So now it's hard for Eliza to follow, and even for us, his explanation just honestly made it worse for her. And then someone comes down. It's very late at night, but Charity comes down. Charity, I love you, but go away. I'm just kidding. But Charity, she was clearly not there today. She was just there to start some mess. She greets Jesse, and he asks, what do you think about seeing Aaron B? And she's not too happy about that. So right from the beginning, we knew that she was going to come down and cause some drama. Looks like, honestly, she came to hijack Aaron, and I'm sorry, but it does feel like that. And I don't even like Aaron, but I did feel bad. So she goes down and says, all the girls, follow me, and they all get together, and they're just, gossiping about what's going on. And she says, fill me in on what's happening. Kat is saying, I'm so into John Henry right now. And thank God, Olivia says, well, actually, he told me I was his number one. And then she goes on to describe the day that they went on. There you go, Olivia. That's how it's done. But poor Aaron was going through it. I felt so bad. And it gets worse because Eliza says that she wants to speak privately to Charity. So they go and talk. So she starts telling him about Aaron. Everything has been great. They've been so close, but she wants to know about these rumors. In the meantime, Aaron goes and gets Kat and confronts her for starting this mess. But typical Kat, being argumentative, not owning up to anything that she did. Aaron thinks that Charity is helping ruin his life. That's all we see. Next week we were left with a cliffhanger, but next week we'll get to see what happens with Eliza and Aaron, if they can survive this. I hope that they can. Kat is gonna be 2 times worse going on to John Henry this time. She's actually gonna kiss him. In the previews, they're making it seem as if, because we're also going to see the rose ceremony, they're making it seem as if he doesn't choose Olivia, or as if something bad is going to happen, because there was a lot of shocked faces at the rose ceremony. But y'all know how reality TV show editors are. They're trying to trick us. But I can't wait for next week. This episode, I will say, was very entertaining. I didn't even feel the 2 hours. That's how good it was. But I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. But as far as this episode, you guys, let me know, what are your thoughts about Kat being messy, and what do you think about Charity? Do you think there's any truth to what they're saying about Aaron? Let me know, you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.